Alright, I am headed down to the barn and we are going to do some alpaca checks today. If you have any questions about alpacas, make sure you comment below. If you don't already, follow us at Gober Farms on Instagram. And yeah, let's jump into it.
Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
Alright, so we're going to start our alpaca checks. First thing is, they hate alpaca checks. So we got to start catching them. Come on, boys. Come on. Alright. We got him. Good boy. Alright everybody, we're going to show you how we do our alpaca checks today. This is Faramir. He is a Wakaya alpaca and he is trying to behave, but we focus on three things for this wellness check, and that is FAMACHA Score, body score, and their toenails. So let's check it out. Okay, so first we're going to do the FAMACHA score, and to do this you want to lower his eyelid and see if it's nice and pink. Okay, if it's nice and pink, great. He's probably a 1 on the FAMACHA. If it's pale, he's on the higher end, and that's when you really want to focus on treating them. So what you do is you kind of get him in a little bit of a headlock, you get that eye up, and you look, you lower it, and his looks nice and pink, so that's good. Alright, to do body score, you take your hand and you want to put it kind of near the midline of their spine, and you press down. Ignore the fiber. You want to press down right on the spine, and what you're looking for is a nice hilly shape. Okay, you want it to look like a hill, not a tent. If it's a tent, that's not good. Okay, that means he's malnourished. So you want it to be a nice hill. You don't want it flat either, because that means they're overweight. So you push down and you check it out, and he's got a nice little hill. And I'm going to leave a link in the description for body score knowledge as well. Alright, last thing. Alright, so the last thing we check are their nails. They're not hooves, they are nails. Very similar to goats, where you can kind of trim off the ends to keep them real tidy. That's what we do, and I'm going to show you guys Wesley's nails, not hooves. Alright, and here you can see Wesley's nails. They're perfectly trim, looking good, and this is how you want your alpacas to look. Not really long and crazy, just kind of perfectly trimmed down to the pad of the foot. Alright, so when we do our alpaca checks, we usually treat all of them with ivermectin. And I'm going to show you guys what we use, how to give them the medicine, and how much medicine each alpaca should have. Alright, so we use ivermectin, it's from Dervé, and we usually don't worry about alpaca parasite resistance. That's usually more something that vets worry about in horses, because a lot of people overtreat their horses. But with alpacas, once a month treating them with ivermectin is perfect for them. To treat them, you want to look at about 1 milliliter of ivermectin per 70 pounds of body weight, okay? So all of our alpacas are around the 130, 140, 150 mark, so I only need a 3 milliliter syringe. It's important to see that cc's and milliliters are the same, okay? Now we also use a 20 gauge needle. Alright, so when you're treating your alpacas, we're going to give this to them in the subcutaneous route. That means you're not going to take your needle and jab your alpaca and push down on the plunger. Basically, you're going to take your alpaca and you're going to pinch their skin and you're going to inject the medicine into that pouch you create right here. That's sub-Q or subcutaneous. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to draw this up. We weighed our alpaca, he weighs 140 pounds. That means we're going to give him 2 milliliters because we give 1 milliliter per 70 pounds. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to draw this up to 2 milliliters because you create a suction within this vial. So you want to pull off the cap and insert right here and inject that air. There you go, you got your vacuum. And now you tilt it up and you draw back. And I usually draw back just past 2 milliliter, that way you can give it a flick and then get rid of the air bubbles. And there you go, you got your 2 milliliters of ivermectin. Alright. Last thing we do is give them their shot of ivermectin. Just like that. Good boy. Alright, he's good to go.
Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away. Bodies move to the groove and the light that flickers. We get lost in the crowd, it's getting thicker. We get away from the drinks and chatter. Haven't said a word, but it doesn't matter.